Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, thank God. The crew of the Antioch, however many of you are left, the start date is 1034636. Stay awake. Keep your head on a swivel. Don't blink.
Digit scan commence. Identity confirmed. Retina scan commence. Identity confirmed.
20 of the crew members still out there and still alive. Remember, stay low, stay quiet, stay greasy. The monsters can't get you if they can't catch you. It's been several months since the ASGAS explosion knocked out the communication array and blew a hole in the Human Resources office. Chief Engineer Ansel Bragnorf and I have been working tirelessly to get the array back up and running, while what's left of his team has patched the argon gas leak. Thankfully, the contingent of Zabrovians that were on board are now all deceased, and the gas they secreted has finally cleared the ducts. And now, a message from Medical.
This is Chief Medical Officer Dr. PAZUZU, Overlord of Darkness and Eater of Worlds. After rigorous testing, we have come to the conclusion that the horde of flesh-eating humanoid monsters roaming the corridors are in fact rogue clones from the comprehensive biopreservation program implemented by HR last year. Somehow, these replicated replacements were accelerated and corrupted by the ASGAS explosion. The AZ gas-infected Replacemacants, or ants as they are being called, respond to sound. So it is the hope that this broadcast can provide some level of cover to all crew members still out there, while the senior staff works to determine the triggers for their violent impulses and formulates a plan to deactivate or decommission the ants. We will keep you updated as necessary for your survival.
It's been half a Sanchez since my last broadcast, and things aboard the Antioch are less than optimal. While we have managed to avoid both Bannerflex Corporation's Reclamation Warbirds and Happy Smile Corp's slave cruisers, the AZ gas explosion caused a cascade of system failures, including new leaks from our recently repaired A-hole, the man-sized breach in Deck A caused by the errant asteroid last year. Between the ASGAS explosion, the A-hole regape, and the swarming flesh-eating ants, the number of viable working-age Antioch crew members has dipped to near unsustainable lows. We must complete a certain minimum workload in order to keep the ship maintained and flying. HR and Medical are currently evaluating the emergency reproduction protocols from our old Bannerflex company handbooks as a guide, but they are accepting any and all valid suggestions. The suggestion box explosion devices have been deactivated until further notice. Good news! While we continue to decide the next course of action as far as company employment, we have found some freelance contract work mining the bone fields near the Cambria system. We will be docking there in approximately 14 work cycles. Take this time to prepare your protection gear and review all radiation protocols while also avoiding the cannibalistic interlopers wherever possible. Radiation refresher course modules are available to take at your own pace on any workstation video terminal. Oh, it looks like my HR messaging system is back up. And it seems like Human Resources Director Knockbleep Smith is still alive. Thank God. And here is an urgent memo from HR. HR would like to extend a thanks to the crew of the Antioch for your patience during this period of difficult transition. While the comprehensive biopreservation program was implemented as intended, the unfortunate as-gas accident has interacted with the system in unforeseen ways that in no way reflects on the Antioch's commitment to your genetic privacy and safety. HR would like to stress that the AZ-affected replacemacants currently roaming the ship are still considered company property. Therefore, one should refrain from doing any damage to them under the penalty of swift and steep fines, or the loss of meal privileges. Well, that is a complication. To counteract the stress of our situation, HR would like to reinstate the guided meditation protocol implemented by our former employers. Chief Medical Officer Dr. PAZUZU, Overlord of Darkness and Eater of Worlds, has created an optimized program meant to stimulate productivity. These relaxation moments are mandatory, and I will broadcast them shipwide once a cycle. And now, a word from our sponsors. Stability. Family. Employed. Do you find yourself stuck in a rut of gainful full-time employment? Don't you want to? For over 300 years, Bannerflex Mining Corporation has provided quality work and benefits to generations of the galaxy's workers. Come on home to the simpler time of gainful wage slavery, when you, your children, your children's children, and your children's children's children could count on a company to provide generational employment you could pass on down your family line. Come on home to Bannerflex. Now hiring. Any and all desertions will be forgiven after a mild penance period.
Do you want to make more credits? Sure, we all do. Nofo Galactic is expanding once again. Now we provide an exclusive on-the-job training and degree program. You looking to have something to fill your day so the meaninglessness of your existence doesn't consume your very being? Yo, I got you. Come on in to the nearest Nofo base or send a total crew application via Nofo's notary service. Get your Nofo degree in delivery, loading and unloading, shipping or receiving, notary public, tablet accounting, raw materials acquisitions, smelting, mining, bloat beast farming, weapons maintenance, radioactive waste disposal, Marla fan slime harvesting, AC repair, corporate espionage, competitor sabotage, or retail. Come sign on the line, have a job in no time, and your ass will be mine. Loan contracts for 1,000 years.
This just in. Command has ascertained that the ants are operating on their baseline programming, homing in on the living quarters and workstations of their crew member counterparts. It appears they only become violent when confronted with their specific double, hunting them down until they either lose sight of them or kill them, at which point they will return to their, or rather your, designated workstations. HR is working around the clock to reassign living and working stations so crew members will have little to no interaction with their own cloned replacement. I hope you all cross-trained. HR expects as long as you avoid your own clone, it may be possible for these replicants to become valued members of the depleted Antioch crew. If you come across a replacemacant, you are instructed to follow the FACE method of self-preservation. Freeze. Their ocular organs are not fully formed, so wild movements like running or flailing in panic will activate their bloodlust and make you an easier target. Ascertain. Is this replacemacant yours? If the answer is no, you are free to move about as normal. If the answer is yes, crouch. Move out of their direct line of sight, then ease out of range. Remember, if they see you, they will hunt you down and consume your flesh to assert their dominance over your shared identity. Freeze, ascertain, crouch, ease. Remembering your face will keep you safe. HR will begin scheduling mandatory replacement sensitivity trainings at the end of the week. Modules will include ants, accurate descriptor or racial slur, and My Replacemacant and Me, the definitive guide to a shared identity. Good thing my clone hasn't figured out how to open the broadcast bay. Well, apparently that new sound means it's time for our unicycle guided meditation. You close your eyes, taking in a few breaths as quietly as you can. The air sounding ragged and loud in your own ears. You freeze, pressing your spine as flat as possible against the corridor wall. Hard metal pipe fittings needle into your flesh, but still, you press. Moans echo down the dark passage. Are they your crew members in pain and in need of assistance? Or are they the unsettling moans of the uncrew, the newcomers, the replacemacants? Not dead, though not quite alive, these interlopers roam the halls, occupying the workstations and sleeping quarters of your friends and coworkers. Filling the space, but not yet able to perform the tasks at hand. They roam, and they moan, consuming resources yet contributing little. You wipe sweat and oily grime from your brow, thankful that their most relied upon sense isn't smell. You haven't showered in half a crib to conserve water, and the constant spikes of panic have made you a pungent cocktail of musk, sweat, fear, grime, and blood. You silently hope the moans around the corridor come from coworkers, and it's already too late to save them. You hate yourself for the thought, but better them than you. Better them than the alternative horde that could at this very moment round the bend and come for you. Maybe it's true that they only attack their double and anyone who stands in the way of their double. But with only one avenue of escape, you don't have the luxury to ascertain its identity. No one is coming to save you. Crouched behind a bulkhead, you make the decision to put as much distance between yourself and the feral groans as you can. You ease around the corner, headed to an unfamiliar workstation. Scratching away at the back of your mind is a terrible knowledge that you try to keep caged, lest you slip up, let panic drive you insane. The oppressive, shattering knowledge that one of this monstrous horde is you, or would be you, or should have been you, in the unfortunate eventuality of your death. An insurance policy for on-the-job accidents now run amok. Where you were one, Now there are two. The new you having no qualms of ripping limbs from socket and devouring your flesh in order to assert its position. And you living with the harsh reality that it can and will harm you, while you must keep your composure, remain passive, and stay alive. At all costs, stay alive. Well, I don't know about you, but my calm is certainly enhanced. This concludes the morning announcements. If you have any announcements, please send them to my inbox, and I will get to them in a timely manner. And as always, I'm Media Liaison, Melia0743. We are our work, and our work is us. Oh, snap! She figured out how to get inside! Okay, face.
Productivity. Good morning. Crew sleep for week. Announcements.
Thank you for listening and for waiting patiently for Good Morning Antioch's triumphant return to your earholes. If you have any questions or comments for the crew of the Antioch, you can send them directly to Melia0743 at contact@goodmorningantioch.com. You can find all episodes of Good Morning Antioch, as well as the other shows on the TCAD Network, at tcadnetwork.com. That's TCAD network.com. You'll find fun content like the TCAD Entertainment Podcast, the TCAD 10-Minute Take Movie Reviews, The Reading, a show of creepy and fantastical tales, as well as all the latest news for Good Morning Antioch. And guess what? We now have merch. Visit the website to see all of our cool new t-shirts, mugs, stickers, and other sundry coolness. Also, check out Good Morning Antioch's Patreon, where we will post exclusive video content. Thank you again for all your patient support.